Hello, thank you for joining us today. I'm Ginger Powell, and I'm here with the Northwest Tennessee Workforce Board. Joining me today is Connie Stewart, our Executive Director of Workforce Services, representing the American Job Center's programs. She's going to speak to us a little bit today about our youth-specific programs, so scholarships for post-secondary education and training, some of the support services, work experience, paid work experience, incentives, and just all of the things that the American Job Center has to offer toward our young adults who are either still in high school or preparing to graduate high school and go into post-secondary, or could just be out of school looking to gain valuable work experience and work on a resume. So I'm going to turn it over to Connie and let her tell you all about the programming and the opportunities we have available.
Good morning. I wanted to spend a little time talking about our youth and young adult program. Okay, before I get started on this slide, I kind of wanted to talk about the purpose of our youth program. So the whole main purpose of our youth and young adult program is to help young people get on a career path that leads them to economic self-sufficiency. So, and we all know that everyone has a different career path. Some need to obtain their high school diploma. Some want to enter post-secondary, and some just want to enter the workforce. So our youth program is designed to meet everyone's needs. So we're going to start talking about some of our services. Our first service that we have is work-based learning, work experience. So what we do is Dyersburg State has a contract with American and through the American Job Centers with the Workforce Board, and we are the employer of record. So if we have a young person who needs a job, or they're interested in exploring a career because they want to go to post-secondary, we want to try to connect you with an employer in our community. So what you would do is you become a Dyersburg State employee. We would pay you. We would cover your workman's comp, and we would place you in a work site that aligns with your career goals. So some of our students, they want to work part-time hours. We have some in high school that work 10 hours a week. We have some that after they get out of high school in the summer, they want to work full-time hours. It doesn't matter how many hours you want to work. And we pay you based on the wages for that position. So say we place you in a nursing home, and because you wanted to be a nurse or a CNA, and those CNAs make $10 an hour, then you would be paid that wage for the length of your work experience. Another one of our programs is scholarships for post-secondary education. So several of you have a goal and you want to enter post-secondary upon graduation from high school. So what we do is we have you come in, we enroll you in our program, and we look at what your unmet need is for the school that you want to go to. So some of our schools that we fund are every TCAT around here, and we fund almost every program other than cosmetology at the TCATs. We will fund the AAS programs at community colleges. So those are the programs that make you job ready upon completion. Those are not the transferable degree programs. If you decide that you want to do the community college route because you're going to do Tennessee Promise, we would look at helping you when you move to the four-year university. And at that time, we only pay for the last 2 years. And we have several schools on our eligible training provider list. UTM is one of them. University of Memphis is one. I think MTSU is on there. So lots of different opportunities. What do we pay? We pay up to $4,000 a year. We don't actually give you $4,000. It's based on your unmet needs. So after you look at all your other states, like you'll fill out your FAFSA, and if you find out you're getting a Pell Grant and you need an extra $1,000 to help you pay for books and things like that, that's what we pick up. So our scholarships cover the required fees, books, supplies, uniforms, tools, that kind of thing, whatever's required for your program. Our supportive services is combined in two ways. One, you might need some gas money to help you get to and from your work site, or you have a need based on how many miles you have to commute for post-secondary training. We pay 15 cents a mile based on your round trip miles to and from the institution, and then times the number of weeks that you attend school. We also have a National Career Readiness Certificate test. It's an ACT product. We can provide financial assistance to pay for that test. And we also, you'll learn a little bit more about incentives. We also have some incentives built in if you want to take that. So when you start, if you started a work experience and you need clothes for the work site because maybe you're put in an office setting and you wear jeans to school every day, and you don't have those kind of clothes to be successful in the workforce, we'll help purchase clothes for you. If you need a background check because you're doing something health related and they require it, or you're going to work in the school system, they require background checks, we would pay for those. If you didn't have a driver's license because it expired or something and you needed that for your I-9 to work, we would help you pay for that. So anything that's school or work related, those are our support services. And I also want to mention that, we talked about work-based learning and we talked about post-secondary, and it's not an either or situation. You can do work-based learning and get funding for post-secondary. Okay, incentives. We have many more incentives than these, but I just wanted to mention these. Our payroll cycle for Dyersburg State is a monthly payroll cycle. And so that's a little bit hard for young adults youth and young adults to get used to. And it was for all of us when we started working at Dyersburg State. So we built in some incentives to help give you some extra money to get you through to the pay period. So when you complete the first 2 weeks of work experience, you get $50. And then when you've completed the month, you get $100. So after your first month, you'd get $150. If you attain a post-secondary credential after you graduate from high school, you would get $100. If you take the National Career Readiness Certificate test that we were talking about, you can get $25 for taking that exam. And if you want to go back and improve your score, you can get another $25 for that. We have some other incentives that when you're completed through the program and you go to work, or you graduate from high school, you do a work experience and you transition into post-secondary, we'll pay you $100 a quarter to stay in school. So who is eligible for our youth and young adult program? We're looking specifically for high school juniors and seniors. So if you're a junior, you could potentially work this summer, next school year, and the summer after you graduate from high school in our work experience program. And what you're doing at that point is you're really trying to build a resume to get you on that career path and meet your goals. Our seniors, we're at the end of the school year, so you could participate in work experience all summer if you want to go to post-secondary. And if you decide that you're graduating and you're not ready for post-secondary and you want to just enter straight into the workforce, we're going to try and help you find somewhere that you want to work that will get you on a career path. And we're going to keep you there and try and help you get a long-term full-time employment with them. So if you're in post-secondary education, we're also looking for those young adults that are already in post-secondary. You must be 16 years of age and no older than 21. And you have to have a barrier requiring additional assistance to be tongue-tied, successful in school and in the workplace. Where are we located? We have American Job Centers in every one of our 9 counties throughout West Tennessee. And these are all listed here. What you'll do, Ginger will talk about how, if you're interested, how to connect with us. I will probably be that lead person that meets with you, and then I will connect you with my staff in one of these American Job Centers. Thank you.
Thanks for that wonderful information, Connie. I know there's going to be these young folks that are interested in the programs. And so if you would like to find out additional information before reaching out to an AJC, to an American Job Center, you can do so by visiting the website. And I'm going to share my screen here so that you can view the website, see what all is available. It's going. All right, so this is the website you would visit. It's nwtnjobs.org. You can find a wealth of information here, but specifically to our youth programming, if you go right over to this little tab that says Young Workers and click it, it will take you to our Young Workers page. And here on this page, you can find lots of additional information that just kind of reiterates what Connie spoke about. You can see the information here about our work experience program, the occupational skills training, which she referred to as our scholarship. We have a REAP program, which is an electrical apprenticeship program that you can find additional information about, our supportive services, and it just goes on about all the different options available to you through our youth program, our young adults program, Young Workers. There's also a little blue button here on your right that says Apply Here. And you can click that button. It will bring up a informational form that you would fill out. And you can see here at the bottom, or maybe it's at the top. Yeah, at the top, it says to email or send your form to Connie Stewart at stewart@dscc.edu. That would be a great first step in letting us know that you're interested in programming. So you can start there. You can start on our website, or you can reach out to Connie directly at that stewart@dscc.edu. Whichever way you decide to reach out, we look forward to hearing from you, and we look forward to serving you in our programs in the future. So thank you for taking the time to join us today. And if you have any questions, reach out.